back to the channel.
Hi.
Helen and Dave here from Caravantastic. This is a collaboration video with a number of other motorhome and caravan YouTube channels. The names you'll see on the screen now, and also we're going to put links to their videos down below. So just down there somewhere you'll be able to see the links to theirs. And the subject today is all about blue and pink jobs, and sometimes those lines, they do cross over a little bit. But we're just going to run you through our top 5 that we do. So, do you want to go first?
You can go first.
Oh, I'll go first, okay. So, you could almost summarise the blue jobs, I think, versus pink, with the blue jobs tend to be the outside jobs, I've noticed, Helen.
That's the way it is, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, yeah. So if it is raining or cold, then it's Muggins who's outside. So blue jobs tend to be outside for us, and the pink jobs tend to be in the warm, don't they, on the inside. So the first one for me, I mainly do anything to do with towing and pitching of the caravan is normally down to me. So I normally get the van to where we're going to go, and then I normally get it on its pitch, straight and level. That said, occasionally you do tow the van, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it has been known. Normally if I want to have a ghost ship.
No.
Yes, if
I
want
towed it last Sunday.
Exactly. I had a bit of a hangover. I did. Anyway, there you go. So my first one is towing and pitching. Over to Helen for a pink job.
Well, my first one is, I've got one of these collapsible boxes, which are quite handy for space. And I just make sure anything loose is in the box, so it's not going to fall and break.
What like?
And also, like any ornaments.
Okay.
The television, if we've had it out standing up. A microwave plate, that's a good one, so that doesn't rattle about.
Yeah, because you always remember to put the microwave plate in that box, don't you?
Well, sometimes I forget, but very occasionally.
Yeah, very important to put your microwave plate in the box. And how long does that normally take you?
A few minutes.
Yeah, not long. Okay then, so there's a pink job, a good example of a hard, cold outside blue versus a nice, quick, warm inside pink. Next job for me, generally, is anything to do with waterworks is my job, isn't it? So that's fetching and carrying water to the caravan if we're not on a full service pitch, emptying of grey waste and connection of those sorts of things, and also, of course, the toilet cassette. Possibly the worst job there is from a caravanning and motorhoming perspective. Always seems to fall under the banner of blue, that one.
Well, you say that, but we actually carry our waste, what's it called? Waste
Master,
yeah. And the water drum, we carry them in the shower at the back. And when we arrive there, he'll shout, "Can you get the waste master?" So I actually go and get these out and put them outside the door for him, and then also the whale, which we keep in the little sink in the kitchen. So he doesn't do all of the work.
It's a nice hard pink job of passing the waste master.
I still do it.
And the aqua roll to me.
You can't take it off me.
Dear. Right, you're not putting that down as one of your pink jobs, are you?
No, I'm just adding it on to yours.
Okay, come on then. Let's have another pink one.
Now the other pink one is, I've got to make sure that the shower door is held back by the little catch thing, so it doesn't bang about once in transit. Also, the toilet door, that's of the similar.
Yeah, sliding doors, aren't they?
Yeah, so they're quite important jobs, and all hatches have to be securely fastened. We did have an incident with our last caravan where the little handle, it was a different one, it was the Bailey's Indiana Senator Series 6, wasn't it? And
yeah.
At the front it has 2 little handles which fasten, but one hadn't fastened properly, and the wind must have gone under it and dragged it up.
Right, so we're talking about the sun canopy, you know, the hatch at the top.
Quite a big one.
Yeah, it was a very big one. And those latches, they don't lock themselves. They have to be locked by a human being. That was a pink job. And of course, I remember driving home and being flashed by a number of cars and a lorry behind. And so I pulled over, and of course the hatch
It was fully open.
The hatch had gone up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fully open. But the blind, was across, wasn't it?
And it was all ripped.
And it was all ripped to heck, wasn't it? So The thing about blue jobs or pink jobs, what we find is we have to cross-check with each other, don't we? Like I have to go and check that sliding door to the toilet actually is on the latch.
I didn't realise.
Oh, I always check it. Oh, yes.
See?
Yeah, once bitten, twice shy. Really?
However, that said, I actually have to check the handbrake. Because a little mistake of David's, which he was doing quite a bit, was leaving the handbrake on and trying to drag the caravan and thinking, that's wrong.
Yeah, I have been known to leave the motor mover on and try and pull her away before, but only because she rushes me. She always wants to get off in a rush. She's sat in the front waiting, you know, with the, like this.
No, I'm not.
You are.
Shallow person blaming someone else.
But you're pretty good at sorting those inside jobs out. I have to say, you're getting much better these days.
Hey.
Back to blue, right, for number 3. And anything to do with putting up or taking down an awning or a sun canopy is down to me as well, isn't it?
Well, you're taller.
Yeah, but I often find that if it's the big awning, the inflatable, the camper air awning that we have, is it a 390? I think it's a 390. It's a big old heavy beast, that. I mean, I can get that up pretty quickly, but it's heavy. And more often than not, I'll be outside struggling, and especially if it's a windy day, like I'll have the sun canopy blowing over the top of the caravan or something. I'll glance through the window just in the hope that I might get a little bit of help from Pink, right? What's Pink doing? Sat on the iPad, already got the Wi-Fi code punched in, already on Facebook.
I have done my jobs.
You can get your jobs done in about 10 minutes. Mine take about an hour and a half. So awning work, and that includes, of course, getting all the inside all laid out and everything. Quite a big job. That's a blue job. That's a job for a man. All the pink ladies.
What are you doing it for then?
All the pink ladies are going to go mad now. Right, come on then. What's yours?
Now, a bit controversy over this one. Some people say don't travel the blinds down because it stretches them. Some people say travel them down. We don't travel with them down, so I keep them all open.
Yeah, blinds
because
up.
One of them at the front has got like a crease in it, and it was like that when we bought it. So whether somebody, you know, something had happened before we bought it, I don't know.
I know what's causing that crease. It's not, the material's not crease. It's just there's a little clip that's broken on one side of the blind. So it clips on one side, but the other side doesn't. So the other side sort of keeps going up, and then you get this sort of crease effect that you're talking about. So making sure all the blinds are in position, ready for travelling. You do that, don't you? You're also very good at making sure they're all down first thing. As soon as it's dark, you don't like anyone looking in the caravan, do you? It must be a Pink thing.
Oh no, it's like a goldfish bowl, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
was that your number 3?
Fridge on battery as well, last thing, isn't it, before we hook the car up?
Yeah, another Pink internal job. Make sure that the fridge is either on the electric or on the battery. I do have to check it though.
Make sure the power's off and the gas is off.
Hang on, so yeah, that's it then. You just jumped ahead and done all yours.
And that's it, you were taking too long.
Well, I was on number 4 next, so I'll do my 4 and 5 now. This is going well. So number 4, really TV setup, although that is an internal job mainly. It depends whether there's an aerial to be put up outside. But I generally get the job of setting up TV, don't I? Making sure that well, these days we don't use the aerial. We actually, we stream. Provided we've got a good 4G signal, then we stream all of the TV via the phone.
Well, you say you set it up, but
you put the TV on the shelf.
We travel with it on the bed, face down, with pillows around it, and I stand it up on the unit and plug it in. So all you have to do, in actual fact, is just to turn it on.
Is make sure you can see something on it when you turn it on. See, that's all very well saying, I stand it on the shelf. That's good, well done, good bit of work. But if you turn it,
plug it in.
Yeah, but then when you turn it on, there's no channels on it, are there?
Yeah, because
no,
we use the Roku.
It's not. I have to set it up. Don't listen to her.
Stop waffling.
And my final one is, actually, this is probably going to be very controversial, but I'm standing by it, right? If we do eat out a lot when we go caravanning, if we can, because we try and chill. But if there's any cooking to be done, we try and do it outside of the caravan because we don't want the smells in the van. And that tends to be a blue job. I think cooking, I reckon you watch these other videos, and I bet you a lot of the men are there with their Kadacs and barbecues and stuff.
In my defence,
No, it's not an attack.
I would say
it's not an attack.
that you insist on having fry-ups in the morning, and I really don't care. I'd rather have...
What's that smell of bacon wafting around the caravan
I'd
park?
rather have cereals or a bit of toast with marmalade, something like that.
Well, how come you always have a bacon roll when I make them?
Well, if you're doing it, I'll have one. Maybe sometimes.
Well, you know, we don't always argue. Well, we do actually. We argue quite a bit about these jobs when I think about it. But in the main, if I was to sum up my blue jobs, I would definitely say they're mainly outdoor, with the exception of the TV setup. And your pink jobs are mainly indoor, aren't they? And very quick.
Yeah, well, that don't mean anything.
Are there any other things that we've missed in terms of blue and pink? Key jobs.
Well, make sure that you take enough blue and pink with you.
What jobs?
Because I think you forgot one the last time we went to buy another bottle.
She's talking about chemicals for the toilets. That's what she's talking about. I mean, the other thing that I haven't spoken about is generally...
No. Was that true? Did you
I did once, yeah, but I've bought these big 5-litre drums now, so it's not a problem anymore. Don't go on about it. I was going to talk about security though, because that's not mentioned in our 5. We do have to make sure that the hitch lock's on, the wheel locks are on, and all those sorts of things, don't we? So that tends to fall into my area.
You
as
do
well.
that?
Yeah, it's a blue job.
Well, I can't do them all.
If we would write down all the jobs that we did, this would be a very long video, and we promised we'd try and keep it down to 10 minutes. So, that was our first collaboration video. It's supposed to be light-hearted and quick, and I hope you've enjoyed it. Do you find that when you do your setup, the blue jobs and the pink jobs, do you have fisticuffs? Do you have crossover? Or does everyone just get on amicably and go and do their jobs?
Well, we usually do.
What's that?
Get on and do them, because we know what we've
Yeah, well, you're normally quite happy, aren't you? Because you're finished in 10 minutes on the iPad.
Get away.
Anyway, thank you very much for watching. If you stayed this far, you've done well. If you've not subscribed to our channel yet, then give it a go now. Hit that subscribe button.
Now, because you moan too much.
Hit the subscribe button, give us a thumbs up and leave a comment. And if you've got a comment specifically about any of those blue jobs and who should be doing what, then we'd like to hear them. Also, make sure you click those links below and watch the other YouTube channels that are part of this collaboration. And we'll catch you in our next one very soon. Bye for now.
Bye.